Saturday night at the movies, you just what you see. Yep, it's that night again, Saturday night at the movies, with me being PR. Now, a lot of things I like to talk about, things I'm planning to do with movie wise, with movie reviews, and so on. Why not? So, as you already know, I'm planning to do is Steven Spielberg. That's right, Steven Spielberg films. I've already done Jaws this morning. I did Jurassic Park. I'm planning on doing the other Jurassic Park films. I can't say Jaws 2 and Jaws 3, Jaws to Snooze Fest, as I like to call it, because they weren't Steven Spielberg films. As we all know the background story, Steven Spielberg was never into doing sequels, even though technically you could say Jurassic Park The Lost World is sort of a sequel, but its own film. Jurassic Park 3 is technically more of a sequel to the original. And I could go on all day, but Steven Spielberg, as we know, was never one for sequels. It's like there was been announcing over the years of doing that ET2. ET2 never got made because Steven Spielberg was one for just using the original and only ever liked the original. There was ideas at one point of doing Toasting Toutings of the third sign, The Return, where they were going to bring back Richard Typhus character. Never happened. But in all fairness, I like the other Jaws films and all. The original will always be a classic by Steven Spielberg. I figure why not? I'll do the review of them. I'll do Poltergeist, Offence and Error. There's always been that debate who directed it. And I've always been a bit intruders with that because I always find it funny that Steven Spielberg has never ever done a special edition of it. And when they had the anniversary of Poltergeist, Steven Spielberg didn't want it. It was bare bones. I've heard now you can get a Blu-ray with the original making and the trailers, which I find funny. I find funny because you can get the original trailers of Poltergeist, TV spots and all, and there was a making back in the day, back in 1982, there was an original behind the scene footage and the making of the film. I don't care who directed it. I'll say this to Steven Spielberg. I don't care who produced the film. It's a damn good film. John Hooper had his hand in directing the film. And then Steven Spielberg had the big cycle. But what really peed me off is John Hooper, is the director, is sadly no longer with us. I say it again. He's no longer with us. May the man rest in peace. Damn good director. This is the man what doing us the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He given us a damn good sci-fi film. Never heard of it? Life Force. Damn good, unestimated sci-fi horror film. You remember the TV show called Freddy's Nightmares? Well, in England, there's Freddy. There's a TV programme of it in the late 80s. John Hooper directed some of those episodes. He did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And he had a dap hand in Poltergeist. And he never ever got recognition. It was always a Steven Spielberg film. Even the original trailer says film by Steven Spielberg, but it wasn't. It wasn't. John Hooper also had his hand in that. And I'll probably go on a bit more about that when I review Poltergeist. I know a lot of people say it's a jinx film, the death of Everett Rook, the death of the older sister, the death of the Indian died, Poltergeist 2, the death of the ghost died, I think his name was Chain or Chaplin, some name like that. It was a ghost piece. Sang a cheapy song. Well, I know he died before the film was completed. So there was always this debate, was it an unlucky film? To me, I'll get more into it when I talk about them. I might even talk about the sequels to them as well. And I'm thinking about doing some more Steven Spielberg films because I think it's sad. I think it's sad that at the end of the day, you don't get good directors like that anymore. You don't get your John Hoopers, may he rest. You don't get John Carpenter without purpose of excitement. You don't get Steven Spielberg. You don't get directors like that what want to take chances and make a damn good film. It's all this. It's all this. It's all this. And yes, I know all the day in the movie business, it is that. It's that, but nowadays the movie business, which I like to call donkey wood, and you already know why I call it that, they're lazy. They're fucking lazy because they don't take chances anymore. There's no action films that I grew up with, no stars like Dolph Lundgren, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's no good action films anymore. There's no horror movies anymore that want to take chances. This is what Hollywood does these days. And I keep saying it. Donkeywood. Say it again. Donkeywood. This is what they do. And I love doing it, so I'm going to do it. Digging up from the fucking past. Remakes. Reshitting-ins. I no interest in seeing the new Running Man. I like to run out the theatre. Yes, I seen a trailer off it. Little bit tourist, because I think it's going to be a bit more faithful to the book, but at the same time, it's trying to be an action film and all. I can respect it's doing something different, but at the same time, I've just done it, digging up from the past. No desire. No desire to see. I'm kind of curious about the new Naked done, but I'm not getting a boner over it at the same time because it's been done. It's digging up from the past. It's like the Stu talking about doing a reboot of Indiana Jones. Why? Why? Yes, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong that at the end of the day, like I say, there's only ever one man, Harrison Ford, but let's go back into a time machine, right? Let's go back to a fucking time machine. A lot of people probably thought that Sean Connery was the only man to beat James Bond back in the 1960s. They never gave George Lazenby a chance. That George Lazenby had shitty advice from his fucking agent saying when it get into the 70s, Bond is going to say bye-bye, won't exist, won't he prove fucking wrong, won't he a dickhead? But nevertheless, nobody gave him a chance. So when Connery come back, he'd been asked to do 2 more Bond movies, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die, he said, nope, not doing any more. And we all know the role got given to Roger Moore. And a lot of people thought, no, it's going to be Connery. Roger Moore took the role, made it his own, did 7 very successful Bond movies. Timothy Dalton come in, made it his own. People were technical, but still made his own character. Pierce Bond. I come on forever about Bond. Anyone can play that role now. Anyone can play that role and put their own little touches on it. So anyone could probably take that role of Indiana Jones and put their own touches on it. But again, I don't want to see a reboot. I don't want to see a digging up from the fucking past. I've seen the actor and it's fucking laughable. And Disney of all fucking movie companies, we've seen what they've done to Star Wars. Have we not seen what Walt Disney have done to Star Wars? So you've already seen that rant about Indy. You've already seen it and no desire to see it. So, like I said, directors like Steven Spielberg, John Hooper, there's no good directors like that no more. Hollywood doesn't want to take chances anymore. They're so fucking lazy, it's unbelievable. I say it again, unfucking-believable. But it's true, as sad as it is. So, nothing this day has interested me, but there's one other film that has interested me. I'm diving into this one called Stuck on You. It's like a body horror. I've seen posters of it. There's a guy looking like he's snugging the dough, and the lip of the dough is stuck on his lip there, and his lip is stuck on her lip, and the eye's stuck there. It's a very, very weird poster. I've seen it a lot. I might see it. I might not. It's one that's kind of got me curious. So at the moment, though, I'm going to keep talking about Steven Spielberg films, talk about the Jaws films, but into them. Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what you see? See you later.